Daryl, thanks for joining us. Can I ask you first about the signing of Seth Niimo? What's attracted Trinity to the 20-year-old?
Well, it sort of fits the profile that we've been going after this year, leading into the next few years. Is young players who we feel have got a lot of drive and ambition to achieve the potential. So Steve Mills, obviously, as recruitment manager, works pretty hard to identify different targets, and Seth came up as an option. So we did a lot of work in terms of character references and obviously looking at his data and then his footage. So as an all-round package, we feel like he's a perfect fit for us. A young player with loads of potential. He's played state of origin at youth levels, which is obviously pretty impressive, and we feel like he's a great fit for us.
Could be another Kai Rodwell, Caleb Welly.
Yeah, and obviously Isaiah. You know, we feel like we've unearthed some real quality young players from overseas who can all do a good job for us moving forward, and they're all sort of young and driven and great fellas as well. So, you know, we had myself and Millsy had a Zoom call with Seth and his family, and just get a real good feel about them as a family. And obviously Seth, from what we've seen, is going to be a quality young player and man. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for us, and I think, like I said, a perfect fit for us as we move hopefully into Super League next year.
And when will it be over, pre-season?
Yeah, so he'll come over early November. He'll be here a couple of weeks before we start our pre-season. So yeah, he'll get stuck in and get involved with the boys and get used to the conditions in winter in England, which I think he had a heat stroke in pre-season last year at the Gold Coast. I said you'd be more likely frostbite over here, so get used to it.
Announced recently that Tash will be leaving the club at the end of the season. I know you've had him this last 12 months. Opinion about Tash, but not only that, his 10-year career at Trinity.
Well, yeah, I mean, coaching against him over a number of years, he's always been someone who you've had to pay the decent amount of attention to. I think, his short side plays, his line running, his overall ability as a back rower has been outstanding for Wakefield over all those years. And then getting to know him as a guy, real family man, quality bloke, works hard, super respected by his teammates. I think as an overall package, he's just such a genuine guy and player that it's been a pleasure to work with and get to know a little bit more.
You'll be looking forward to Doncaster this coming Sunday. What are you expecting from the Dons?
It'll be a tough game. I think, big physical players. I think Powell is suspended, which he's an handful. He's just that big that he's such an handful. But yeah, they've got a pretty big physical team across the board, and obviously Reece Lynn, who everybody here knows about. He's still playing pretty well. Luke Briscoe and Niimo on the other wing, they're potent weapons. So yeah, stiff challenge. I think they'll come with nothing to lose really. It's their last game of the season, so we're trying to stay consistent and do what we do. I think boys have done a good job at holding ourselves over the last. I think we've conceded 16 points in the last 5 games. Our defence has been mean, and I think our attack's been pretty good as well, even though we've had to make a few changes to the team. So, well, I think it's about us as we feel it always is, but obviously give the respect that we need to Donny.
Any update on the injury situation? I'm thinking Liam Hood, Tommy Doyle in particular.
Yeah, they'll both miss again this week, but they're not bad really. I think Tommy has he's had a sort of shoulder injury and he's struggling to pass at the moment. Never mind contact, so he'll have another week off, but then will be available down the track, and Liam Hood will again be off this week, but will be available for our playoff game. So we should be back to. You never know what's going to happen this week, but we should be back to close to full strength.
And after Doncaster down a week off, do the players get a bit of a break, or does the training intensify?
Well, it doesn't intensify, but we'll keep going. I think you know, the boys are going to get a bit of time off in due course, I think, and you know, we've tried to look after them over this last period, and I think we've done a decent job with that. So, no, we'll train next week and look forward to the weekend off. So they'll get the weekend off, which we haven't had many of them over the last 48 weeks or so. So, yeah, we'll keep going next week.
25 down, 1 to go, and then the playoffs. You'll be looking forward to your own break, won't you?
Well, it's been a long season, no doubt. I mean, look, there's a couple of challenges here we need to really nail. I think you know, it's important for what we've done this year that we finish the job off, but recognise that the teams that are standing in the way. You know, Toulouse have beaten us, Featherstone have beaten us so far this year. You need to be mindful that we need to be at our best to finish the job off, and we know that. I think the boys know that.